afternoon here in Ajman, and we're all set for another fascinating day of cricket. And it's the first game here today. It's going to be taking on the London Royal Kings, taking on the Melbourne Lions. It's the World Junior Under 14 League 2025, and we're expecting to have absolute cracker of a game. It's time now to introduce his two captains, London House Kings. The captain Rian. On his left is James Damiano from Melbourne Lions, and on the extreme left is Qasim, our match referee. Give a spin, please, Rian. Heads is the call.
London line won the toss.
Rian, you won the toss. What's the plan?
We're gonna have a bowl first today.
Any specific reason you're looking to bowl first?
Feel like it might get a bit hotter during the day, and fielding in the heat gets a bit hard sometimes. So yeah,
And how much do you think you would want to restrict the opponents on this wicket?
I think 150 would be a good restriction in a T20.
Not the best of the games last night, but I'm sure you must be taking a lot of positive out of it.
The positives are we've seen the conditions now. We played under lights, which we think would be harder than playing in the day, and we're coming into this game new mindset, positive, and we're gonna forget about yesterday and move on to today.
Changes playing 11?
Yep, got Dinesh in for Kian and what's the other one? Dinesh in for Kian.
That's completely fine. It's okay. Best of luck. Give us a good game. James unfortunately lost the toss. If you won the toss, what was your plan?
We were going to bowl first, just like yesterday as well, but we're happy to bat, as you saw yesterday, none down for 113, which is pretty good. So you got a pretty strong batting lineup, and we bat pretty deep, so happy with batting or bowling first.
Great start to the tournament. Yesterday, you had a great win, so I'm pretty much optimistic the boys would be ready to get in once again.
Yeah, very keen. Everyone's ready for a bat, so no matter how many wickets we lose, we're going to be really prepared. So hopefully we can make a good score.
Changes playing 11?
No changes.
Best of luck, James. Give us a good game.
Thank you.
Well, that's the news, and the confirmation coming in the centre is that London House Kings, they won the toss and they've decided to bowl first.
Hello and welcome back. We're here at the JMR Sporting Club in Sharjah. We're back for this thrilling encounter. Absolutely cracking tournament so far. The World Junior League Under 14. Today we're at match 6 happening between the London House Kings and the Melbourne Lions. Melbourne Lions coming off a exciting win yesterday, won by 10 wickets. London House Kings slightly more unfortunate as they lost out to the 7 districts by 9 wickets. This promises to be a very, very exciting encounter. Both the opening batsmen for the Melbourne Lions are in good touch with an unbroken opening stand yesterday to chase it down effortlessly. But the news from the centre is London House Kings won the toss and they chose to bowl first. Just a few technical corrections to be done between the two umpires as the teams are out there in the center, and it looks to be the opening pair once again of Ayan Sheikh and Charlie Damiano. Beautiful pair. They've got their chemistry sorted out. From yesterday, it looked like they've been playing a lot of cricket together, running those quick singles, rotating strike with ease. But let's not forget, it's foreign conditions for these kids as well. Yeah, this is great exposure for these young kids as well, as they're out here in the Sharjah heat and the combat and get adjusted to these foreign conditions as soon as possible. It's not a very long tournament, but they still have a few games in hand. Both teams playing a game each. The Melbourne Lions coming off a 10 wicket win, and the London House Kings coming off a narrow loss yesterday against the 7 Districts team from UAE. So they'll be looking to get off to a good start. Brilliant performances on display yesterday, especially from Omar Sha from the London House Kings team. They put on a show with the bat, striking it close to 250. But of course, we've got to note this opening pair, Ayan Sheikh and Charlie Damiano. Both batted brilliantly together. Absolutely took the game away as they faced the Houston Mavericks yesterday. Right then, finally, after everything's been sorted out, we're ready to go here at the JMR Sporting Club in Sharjah. Ayan Sheikh to take strike. Kailan with the new ball. Umpires with the final checks, and he says, "Let's play." And first ball slight swing on offer there. Ayanchik pushes it down the ground. Not able to cross that mid-on fielder, but they come through for that first single, and he's off the mark. The very first delivery. And then after that first single, it brings Charlie Damiano on strike. An absolute prospect for the future. Watching him yesterday, so classy. Used that innovation as well in his batting. He's got a brilliant batting stance and a batting style. He's got the flair that you usually see in those left-handed batsmen. Really been lovely to watch so far. And these two will be looking to build on yesterday's unbeaten partnership. They chased down the target to win by 10 wickets yesterday. Then second delivery, Charlie Damiano cuts and cuts hard. Good hand there by the point fielder. They can just come through for that single. Right then, I think it's the perfect time to introduce my friend and co-commentator Asghar Khan into the comm box.
Thank you so much, Arjun Nehru. It's been another exciting day in progress here. Really looking forward to this contest. Melbourne Lions, they were brilliant yesterday. Oh, outside edge, past the keeper, diving away. That was a very good delivery. A perfect length, little bit of outswing, and so close to the gloves of the wicketkeeper.
Yeah, they'd be looking to get that wicket early of Ayanchik. He is the highest scorer in the tournament so far. He's got 70 in yesterday's game. So that's a big let off there for him. Even he knows it. But Kelon has been on the mark so far. It's not straight too wide, not straight too straight. Bit unlucky. Oh, there once again, Charlie cuts and cuts hard. And the point fielder does a brilliant job once again. But they do come through for that single.
Excellent top order for Melbourne Lions. And Shea, 60 odd yesterday. And Charlie, you spoke about him. Very good young player. He's got a wonderful presence at the crease. Solid in technique, both of them. And there's something about the left-handers, Arjun, doesn't it? When they play, they make the game look so more easing on the eyes.
Yeah, for sure. Especially someone like Charlie, who's a very, very young kid. Really looks to strike with intent every ball. Once again, Ayanchik looks really good there. What a fine shot that is. Oh, absolutely. Just leaned into that. Just pushed it. Such immaculate timing that just past that mid-off fielder. And they're off to a flying start. First boundary.
Look at the position he gets himself. That head leaning into the shot. Playing it late under his eyes. It's always a trademark of quality batters. 10 for no loss after fun. George, the left arm quickly into the attack. What a good shot, square off the wicket. That's fantastic timing and placement. Desperate dive, but you won't be able to stop that one. So, boundary, early bowling here for the left-hander.
Yeah, what a shot once again. Charlie just hanging on that back foot. Oh, that's such beautifully placed that in that gap there between the point and the cover point fielder. He's found that gap finally. He's been looking for it previous two deliveries, but he finally gets away with that boundary.
Fantastic shot. Really using the depth of the crease there. Worked away on the onside. That was feature of his game, playing the ball late, even yesterday. And he's very good off the stumps, something, we don't really associate with the overseas players, apart from the subcontinental nature of working the ball off the stumps. He's got a very good wrist work going here.
Yeah, Charlie brings a little bit of innovation into his game as well. Saw him ramp a few shots towards the back end of that innings yesterday. He put on a show with the bat, truly. He looked so comfortable batting out there. He's making it look easy once again. We're still early days. Still have a long way to go in this innings and the match as well. These two will be looking to build and build hard.
Upish, just away from that fielder. Race to the deep point on the offside. That's good bowling there from George. Inviting the drive was upish for a while.
Yeah, George's got a nice action as well. Just running hard. Tries to use that non-bowling hand as he powers it down. Try and generate as much pace as he can. Does a good job. There once again, outside off. Charlie just trying to tuck it in towards that leg side. That hits it straight to that mid-on fielder. Yeah, trying to make that correction after the shot. Nothing doing. Really uses cricket smarts, does Charlie. Bats outside the crease when he notices the ball is starting to swing. Bats deep in it when he wants to play it later. Ooh, that's a shy at that non-striker's end. Little bit of miscommunication, but an early call from Charlie avoids a run out at this stage.
They're playing so well. You don't need a mix-up running between the wickets. It's a hot afternoon, I must tell you. It's scorching hot. I was just entering to the ground. Boy, this is going to take some toll on these kids. Slow bumper, riding the bounce and keeping the ball down. He was in trouble at the non-striker's end. That's a lack of communication there.
Yeah, I think Ayan Sheikh just wanted that single. He ran through for it. Almost suicidal. Charlie gets off in the end. Even the fielder hesitated between throwing at the strikers or the non-strikers. Oh, he was gone. Oh, just a big let off there. George Dawson unable to hit the stumps. But that brings us to the end of the second over. And this Melbourne Lions 17 for no loss. Once again, Kellen Shivakumaran into the attack. As this is tucked away onto the onside by Charlie. They're going to try. They're going to come back for that second. Charlie says no. Good call in the end. Would have been slightly close there, but he's slightly riding his luck there. Charlie is known for his strike rotation, but they've been a little dodgy so far.
Yeah, I'm sure at the end of that over, they must have had a quick word, sort things out. You don't need to take risks. They're batting so beautifully, looking compact at the crease. Oh, look at that for a shot. It's worth more because he stood tall and he punched it. Wonderful timing. Both these batters, Arjun, they are looking in sublime form and the kind of quality of technique and the presence at the crease. It's really special.
Yeah, I think they'll be happy as well to get such flat wickets to bat on in the UAE. Little unlike the pitches that they get in the Australian region. Once again, driven straight to the extra cover fielder though, but driven hard. Yes, maybe a difference in the amount of bounce that you can usually expect from those Australian pitches. So they should be finding it a little easier to bat out there today. But it's still about making it count there, Ayan. He's got immaculate technique. Just got to keep striking the ball well. 4 of 6 for him so far. And Kellen with 2 back-to-back dots, but he'll have to reload that one.
Yeah, always, if you have a solid base, solid technique, you can score runs around the world. And that's the game. Going to overseas conditions and piling up runs, that too at such a young age, will hold them in great stead for the future. Upish, almost a cotton ball chance. That will be a very interesting replay, whether that carried or not.
Yeah, it was close. Did look like could have been a catch. Let's watch this closely. Janchek just pushing it uppishly. Oh, got his hands to it. But yeah, that was a chance. Still a tough chance, but it's still a chance out there. And Ayan Sheikh gets another let off as he faces this one. Once again, ooh, a sharp delivery. Coming in off the seam. Kellen's got that delivery spot on the perfect line of length. Just coming off that wicket. So been a decent start so far. 4 dots back to back.
Good stuff here from Cal. I think may have, I'm not sure, but by the looks of things, he may have just rolled his fingers down the seam. That one just gripped and bounced a little extra on him as well. So couple of uncertainties. Last couple of deliveries wrapped on the pads, clearly going down the leg side. Top over from Callan. 3 overs gone. 18 for none. Eighteen for none after 3 overs. The left armer will continue. Promising young fast bowler, hitting the bat hard. Again, Charlie was looking for that quick single. That's been the feature of his batting. He's always look out on those singles as well, along with those boundaries.
Yeah, that's exactly what he tries to do. Focus on that strike rotation. Which is incredible at such a young age as well. He must be watching a lot of international cricket as well. Some of the greats in the game. Oh, their short delivery. Charlie puts it away, but there is protection. A deep fine fielder comes around and keeps it to just a single.
Absolutely. There's a lot of talent and ability we have seen in the World Junior League so far. Only into the day two, seen some tremendous cricket. That's a good delivery and a nice drive. So, how much of a part you think, Arjun, the weather will play, especially these hot conditions in the afternoon? Was it a great, good to see and winning the toss and opting to bowl first in this heat? What do you reckon?
Yeah, no, I genuinely feel like the weather will play a big part, especially with these kids not so used to it. As Ayan Sheikh slaps this one towards the deep cover fielder. But yeah, definitely the weather will play a big part today for these kids. Most of them come the London House Kings coming all the way down from the UK wouldn't have been exposed to such heat. The Melbourne Lions maybe a little more familiar to these conditions, but still the humidity and the sunniness will take its toll on both these teams. Now once again another dot. But yeah, it's an interesting call as well from the London House Kings to choose to bowl first. I think in all four games yesterday, the team winning the toss had chosen to bat, looking at the flat nature of the wicket. So it's an interesting call. We'll have to see how it pans out.
Yeah, you make a very good point. Regarding the heat, I think it's a 50-50 call for me because you want to look at the conditions and then look to chase what's in front of you. Nice deflection. That's beautifully played. Oh, I thought it was running down to that fine leg boundary for a boundary not to be. The fine leg is quite fine. 21 without loss after 4.
Right then, KL and Shivakumaran rewarded with that third over inside the power play. His last over going for only a single run as he bowled 5 dots back to back. So he'll be looking to build that pressure once again. A change in the field now. They've pushed deep point back as Charlie looks to be really strong off that back foot. Square of the wicket as well. Ah, there it is. Once again, a cut by Charlie. That point fielder, backward point, doing a brilliant job to pull out another dot. Another dot added 6 dots back to back by Kalen. He is starting to build that pressure, surely. Something's got to give. Could we see a big shot? Could we see a lofted shot there, Charlie? Coming down the track just a little bit. Oh, tries to stay legs out of the ball, pushes it down the offside. Oh, big fumble by the short extra cover fielder. The mid-off fielder comes around to keep it to just a single.
Good stuff in the last few overs from London House Kings bowlers. They found a perfect sort of length, just short of that length around that off stump, that corridor of uncertainty. There's no lateral movement, obviously, in this heat on a pitch like this. No grass whatsoever. It's quite flat. Not the quickest surface. They just managed to build that pressure, which you can feel from the body language of Charlie and Ayan as well. They're inching to go big. Another play and a miss. That's what happens when you back up some good work from both hands. And there is then that pressure sometimes just induces you to playing a fall shot.
Yeah, now might be feeling a little bit of that pressure. Has played around 6 to 7 dots back to back. He is striking the ball clean still, but he's hitting it straight to the fielder on most occasions. So see if he can get one away. Oh, loose delivery from Kellen on the pads. That's run away all the way to the boundary. A slight misfield that allows Ayan to relieve some of that pressure.
It's that kind of deliveries which releases all the pressure, all the good work done by both the bowlers. Just when the batters started to feel a little edgy. Juicy half volley on leg stump. Not great work in the field as well. Adding, rubbing salt to the wounds of the bowlers. Once he straight down the leg side, then there was a misfield. So not overall great cricket there from London House Kings.
Yeah, they were building that pressure. They will look to get that back again once again. A boundary now for Ayan Sheikh after a very long time. Have to wait and see how Kalen responds as he runs in once again. Fifth delivery of the over. Oh, short delivery. Way above the batsman's head. Asking for that. He's not impressed with the decision is Ayan Sheikh. The bowler gets away with that one. Another dot added to the scoreboard. 26 for no loss now in the stroke of the fifth over. The Melbourne Lions. But they wouldn't worry too much. They still have 10 wickets in hand, and this is one of the greater partnerships in the side. Oh wow, another tried to drive it down the ground, but took the inside edge. Is running away all the way to the boundary, but a good piece of work by the deep square leg fielder keeps it down to just a double.
Runs are beginning to flow in this over. 7 of the over here. Solid start. No wicket down. 28 after 5 overs. Melbourne Lions.
Right, then it looks to be George Dawson to complete the power play. Both bowlers getting 3 each in the power play, so no change in the bowling attack so far. And then slightly back of a length. Charlie trying to put it away on the leg side, but he just misses out. The umpire seems to think it clips something on the way down to the keeper. So another dot ball added to the scoreboard. Yeah, 28 for no loss. Last over of the power play. Will the Melbourne Lions try and take the attack to the bowlers this over? Once again, Charlie slightly shorter, but he tries to work it away onto the leg side. Slightly disappointed with that one. Couldn't find that gap. And back-to-back dots now for George Dawson. He's kept his line and length intact so far. He's been consistent with it. It's about accumulating those dot balls once again. Just once again, back of a length as Charlie pushes it off the back foot. But once again finds the fielder. So it's been a brilliant start to the over for George Dawson. 3 dots back-to-back.
Excellent stuff here from the left armer. He's been very, very impressive, this young kid. Decent pace for his age. I'm sure he's going to get stronger, taller. Wonderful action as well. Charlie, once again, very neat of his pads. He's got that wonderful technique where he watches the ball closely, lets the ball come to him, and then he manipulates the field with his wristy strokes. It's a solid start. Yeah, I would say it's 50-50 even Stevens here at this stage. No wicket down. You would see, you will feel like you are off to a good start, but at the same time, London House Kings, they haven't allowed them to get off to that flyer. So tight cricket officially played. That's the second time again in his innings. He's miscued an on drive. Something he needs to just work through in his head on this pitch. Perhaps he started to looked to really push it hard rather than letting the ball come to him. Last ball of the power play. Clipped away on the onside. Neatly done once again. Fast outfield. That's a boundary. Desperation in the field, but how good was that shot?
Oh, this one's one for the ages. Look at Charlie trying to produce a shot, and he does so well. Just shuffles in. Look at the backlift, and he just tucks it away onto the leg side. He's been trying to find that gap between the square leg and deep fine fielder, and this time he does so perfectly. All the way down to the boundary, and a good finish to the over for the Melbourne Lions. At the end of the power play, it's 34 for no loss. Right, then we're back with the Melbourne Lions right after the power play. And, we do finally see a change in the bowling attack. Yeah, first signs of spin today. Does it look to be? Yeah, the captain and bowler just adjusting the field to make sure they get everything right. As Tom Anstey comes into the attack. He was very, very impressive yesterday. At this young age to be bowling those quick leg spinners, but allowing the ball to be tossed up. There, once again, tossed up. Does have the protection back, long off on the fence. So it'll just be a single to start. What impressed me the most about this young kid is the fact that he's been consistent with tossing the ball up, but he's not too slow in the air, especially at this age. That doesn't allow the kids to settle down really quickly. Might pitch it a little too full on occasions, but he wouldn't mind that. He's got a very good trajectory of the ball. Different toss now to the left-hander. Oh, Charlie comes in and he works that away brilliantly all the way down to the square leg fence. Oh, that's a brilliant shot. That has been the story of the day so far from Charlie. He's produced these shots. Bit of innovation once again, showing that leg stump. Oh, that's a brilliant shot. That played to perfection. First ball, he faces off the leg spinner. It's got a boundary. Put pressure straight away on Thurman. They have pushed that square leg fielder back. And he comes in once again to the line, works it away to the leg side. A dot ball. Decent comeback from Thurman. Still think he can correct his line a little more, not allow Charlie to work it away onto the leg side with ease. That's where he does tend to be stronger. Oh, shorter delivery. Try to bowl that quicker into the pitch, but he's pulled that away. Insta is racing away. But the fielders do a good job. Deep square does brilliantly. They come back for another double. Really good stuff this from Charlie. He's forcing the bowler to change his game plan. And he's taking all the advantage of anything loose. Once again, Thurman. Oh, once again on the pads, down leg this time as well. Charlie gets another wide. Another wide added to that scoreboard. Another extra. Thurman might help a little bit if he decides to come around the wicket, because he has been straying a little too straight in this over. As Charlie once again pushes this towards that long on fielder and comes through for another single. striking it really well here. He's playing so effortlessly, not trying too hard. He's focusing on his timing and finding the gaps as well. So he's doing a brilliant job so far as an opener for the Melbourne Lions. Ayan Sheikh now. Final delivery of Thomas, first over. Oh, he tries to power this down the ground. But there is a little bit of that grip showing now as it breaks away from him. And another dot ball to end the over for Thomas. That brings us to the end of that 7th over. The take from the keeper as well. 43 for no loss at the end of 7. Right then, Omar Sha into the attack. From what we've seen yesterday, he's a brilliant prospect for the future as well. He came down into the attack, a bowling all-rounder. Might be a little disappointed with the way things panned out yesterday for him. Few too many extras, but he'll be looking to come back and make a statement today. First delivery for him. Now once again, this is straying down the leg side. Charlie comes in and places it down, but there is protection once again. That deep fine leg fielder. And that leg by signaled as well. So Omar Shah just straying a little down the leg side. But it's his first delivery, so just maybe warming up. Once again, jogging in. Oh, hard length. Ayan Sheikh cuts this and cuts hard. But there is protection once again. A deep cover fielder. Very, very square on that offside boundary. Goes straight to him. Just a single taken. So Omar Shah does bowl those hard lengths. But if it does tend to be a little too wide, can be easy to put away because he does provide pace. One of the quicker bowlers in this under 14 World Junior League. Oh, Charlie tries to say leg side of the ball this time, but that's gone through the batsman and the stumps and the wicket keeper as well. Lucky for him, he had deep third and deep fine on the fence, and that results in only a single bye. Just as we were talking about that extra bit of pace from Omar Shah. Perfectly on display. Comes again for his 4th delivery. Oh, swinging away. Nice bit of swing on offer this time. This will be encouraging for him. Yeah, he would have been looking for that earlier as well. But I think he got his wrist behind the ball beautifully this time and took it away from the right-handed batsman. Brilliant delivery. Finally gets that dot under his name. Once again, pitched up. Ayan Sheikh drives and drives hard, beautifully in that gap. Oh, that's a brilliant shot. He's been looking to find that gap. He found it earlier once, and on this occasion, once again, gets it perfectly between that gap of the mid-off and the short extra cover fielder. Let's look at this. Pows it into the ground. Yeah, just a slight shuffle. Get closer to the ball. powers it into the other pitches on that square. And once it crosses that 30 yard, is always racing away to the boundary. Right then, last delivery of the over, Omar Sha. Oh wow, that's a peach of a delivery. That absolutely brilliant. Coming off that off stump and just swinging away from the batsman to finish around that fourth and fifth. Ayan Sheikh had no answer for that whatsoever. A brilliant finish and encouraging signs for Omar Shah as well. That brings us to the end of the eighth over. It's Melbourne Lions 50 for no loss.
50 for no loss after 8 overs is a 50 runs partnership once again from these two. Yesterday they put up a big stand with 100. So that's a formidable opening combination for Melbourne Lions once again, showing their skill. Hot conditions. Charlie 28 of 26. Ayan batting beautifully on 18. It's a solid foundation laid by the openers. Swept away. He's got all the shots at under 14 level. He's something special to watch. Young Charlie. Left-hander. Very busy player as well. Hardly watch him play. Dot balls. Always looking to rotate strike. Always looking to put the pressure back on the bowler, and putting the pressure back on the bowler doesn't mean you all the time looking to hit boundaries. It's about the rotation of strike. It's about proactive footwork, positive footwork, trying to keep the scoreboard moving along. Melbourne Lions, they rely a lot on these two into their second game. Great win yesterday. The middle order hasn't been tested as yet. Obviously, the openers are piling up the runs. So later on in the tournament, we might see them just rotating things around inside edge through the wicketkeeper's legs. I reckon they come back for a couple. That one just stayed down a fraction. Nicely played through the offside, straight to the man on the offside. And dot ball here. Good stuff. Another dot ball. They need back-to-back tight overs. This over has cost them 7 so far. They just need to keep believing here. 1 wicket can bring 2. Just hang in there. But that is a loose delivery and dispatched in style and all the way for 6. What a good shot from quickly onto that back foot. Even yesterday, though, man, he struggled with his length, being a leg spinner. Been on the shorter side. Once again, great technique though, clearing his front leg, getting himself to a great position all the way for 6. 63 for no loss. some of the parents and the spectators coming all the way from the UK, from Australia, from the United States. The families are out there experiencing these conditions, and the legend sitting over there, Omar Sha, father of Omar Sha, who's currently gonna bowl here. Fantastic, fantastic scenes and a great support from the parents. Hats off to those old gentlemen, all those parents. It's not easy to put your time and resources for their kids. Oh, that was so close. Perhaps he's played that shot so well. But I wonder, is the right time to go for that stroke? He's playing so well. And that's the thing with the modern day cricketers. You grow up watching the Josh Butlers and people like Travis Head, Henry Claassen. The game has changed so much. It's going to be bias. Good delivery there. Missed everything. .67 for no loss, 4 buys. The previous delivery. There's something special about this kid as well. Omar Shah. That's a very good shot again. He's a lovely timer of the ball. Always looking to use the pace as well. For a little boy, he creates a lot of power. Yeah, Sheikh, he's been the highest run getter. We're only into the day 2 of the tournament, World Junior League 2025. He's scored so far 98 runs next to his name. 2 runs shy of 100 to his overall tally. That's been the concern with Omar Shah. Every now and then just straying onto the pads. Charlie not far behind, 62 at number 3 spot. Upish, it's in the air and it clears the field. What a good strike here from Ayan Sheikh. Short straight boundaries. He's a magnificent striker of the ball. That was a very, very good shot. Look at his technique as well. Lovely. That was a bit of a helicopter stroke there. So a bit of a MS Dhoni as well. So these kids, obviously watching their heroes at such a young age and try to emulate them. It's another wide ball, surely for the height. It was a quick delivery. That was a very impressive stroke there, which went all the way for 6. Yeah, at the last second, that was a helicopter touch to it. The game has just moved on over the years. You have seen amazing, amazing skills from the modern day batters. This partnership is beginning to find momentum. .77 for no loss. Melbourne Lions really rollicking along, these two, and I'm sure they'll be looking to really push on here. 10 wickets in hand. Excellent batting and a quick single to end the 10th over. Players will take a well-deserved drinks break. So as we also take a short little break for the drinks break, 78 without loss after 10.
Right, then we're back with the second half, and it seems to be an interesting call from the Melbourne Lions. Yeah, it looks to be like Charlie Damiano has been retired out today. Could be an effect of the heat, maybe an effect showing in his muscle cramps, maybe. Unfortunately, he has to walk back. That does allow the first other batsman from the Melbourne Lions to showcase their ability. Royal Preet Singh out there, trying to getting to experience the pitch for the first time. He'll take some time to get used to this. This one stayed really low. Dinesh, the Chinaman, into the attack. Now once again staying really low. Small appeal from the bowler. That looked to be straying down the leg side. Once again tossed up. Royal Preet just nudging this down into the leg side. As a short mid-wicket fielder comes around to keep it to just a single. It was a brilliant stand, as long as it lasted. 78 runs between Ayan Sheikh and Charlie Damiano. Once again, this is tossed right up there. Ayan Sheikh sweeps hard. That's really good work done on the boundary, keeping it down to just a single.
So all of a sudden they become 82 for 1. Obviously the heat maybe getting to Charlie, and it's not a bad move either. And looking early on in the tournament, that's a very good shot. Oh, yeah, it's gone right through for a boundary. Sloppy work in the field. Coming back to that point of Charlie, I think you want to give opportunity to other youngsters as well. And the openers have provided a very good stand. And there you go. It's a blessing in disguise. Royal Preet comes in and straight away looks to be positive. Wanted to really smash that behind square. It will be interesting call from the umpire, whether it's leg buys or did he got some bat on it. It's a wide delivery. So Dinesh just getting his line slightly wrong there, bowling outside leg stump. The right-handers. This tournament is a great platform for a lot of these youngsters to showcase their skills. At the same time, you want to be winning those games, but at the same time, you want to provide opportunities to the most of these youngsters because they're highly talented. 11 gone, 89 for 1.
Yeah, change of game plan now. It's been spin for the last 3 overs. And looks to be the other leg spinner, Yasser, to come into the attack. An interesting matchup as Royal Preet looks to power this down the ground, and he gets all of it. All the way for a massive one. So brilliant shot first up, putting pressure on the bowler straight away.
That's a great shot by Mayan. He's got great ability to strike the ball big, and he's a dangerous player. Uses his feet. He's done him in flight. That's the second wicket. That's wonderfully bowled. Playing so well against a runner player. He's ran past the leg spinner here and got stumped.
Yeah, brilliant comeback from Yasser. tossed it up, not afraid to toss it up on this occasion once again. And that's a brilliant bit of glove work by the keeper as well. He gets high risk, high reward for the leg spinner Yasser, and he picks up a big wicket. Ayan Sheikh has to walk back, scoring 42 of just 32 deliveries. And Melbourne Lions lose their second wicket, the score of 95. Then Yasser Minhas once again. Ooh, beautiful delivery once again. Oh, could this be a chance? Oh, the keeper fumbles it. Could have been a chance at the non-striker's end. He couldn't pick up the ball cleanly in time. Another top delivery from Yasser. Pitched up. That flight, the trajectory of the ball, allowing us to see the leg break that he provides. As Abdul comes to the crease, gets off the mark straight away. Royal Preet now on strike. Oh, tries to power this down the ground. Flat bats it. There is protection in the deep. Long off, keeps it down to just a single.
Now it'll be an interesting test for that top order, that middle order of Melbourne Lions. Now that both the openers are back in the pavilion, it's a good opportunity for these two. Well, that was a real loose delivery. Maybe, I'm not sure. He just tried something from his repertoire. Maybe the top spinner or a carom ball or something. Just completely gone down the leg side. Slower in pace and nicely punched. Found the sweeper on the offside. Will just be a single.
Yeah, Abdul doesn't seem to be struggling too much. Just waiting on the ball, playing everything off the back foot so far. So Yasser can still afford to toss it up a little bit more. Maybe force him to come onto the front foot and produce another wicket. Oh, this is dragged down. Royal Preet powers this all the way over that square leg fielder. Another brilliant shot, another maximum. This is beautiful stuff from Royal Preet. Waited on that. Just hoiked that over the square leg fielder.
That was a hit me ball and smashed away. Easily done. Great effort though, athletic one, but way over his head for 6. 12 overs gone. 105 for 2.
Dinesh rewarded with that second over. All the tidy over, just 1 or 2 loose deliveries. Oh wow, look at that one. Coming in very sharply. The wicketkeeper Veer unable to collect it clean. Maybe wasn't expecting the ball to come in so sharply. That's one single bye taken this occasion. Now Royal Preet, a 6 of his last delivery. Be interesting to see if he looks to take the attack to the bowlers now. 12 overs done and they still have 8 wickets in hand. Oh, it's slightly shorter, but could bounce on offer. Royal Preet cannot get bat on it, just goes off his pad, but the wicketkeeper comes around to keep it to a dot ball. Dinesh, Jay Rubin. Oh, this looks to be the wronger and it's gone up high up in the air. Is this a chance? No, it isn't. The fielder will have to watch it sail over his head. Another 6 by Royal Preet. He is looking to take the attack to the bowlers now. He'll continue to do so.
He's looking to really smash them. That was a big slog sweep. Terrific shot. Not easy to generate that amount of power tremendous elevation as well. Great result, 6 all the way. That was good delivery. This time it just opting to play off the back foot. It wasn't short enough.
Yeah, good comeback delivery from Dinesh. The wrong one taking it away from the right-hander. But I think the length was even more important. Just keeping him on the back foot. Once again, tossed up. Royalpreet tries to go down powerfully, but he can only find that long on fielder. Another single taken. It's been a tidy over so far from Dinesh, apart from that big 6. He looks to close out this over against Abdul. Once again, the wrong end. Abdul just pushes this towards the offside, and Royalpreet says no single. And a tidy end to the over for Dinesh as well. A single and a dot to end it. The 13th over. Melbourne Lions 113 for the loss of 2 wickets. Once again, Yasser into the attack. Oh, what a brilliant delivery. Royalpreet trying to flat bat that down the ground and just stays slightly low and goes under his bat. Love this courage from Yasser. It's impressive to be able to continuously, consistently toss that ball up. Once again, this is tossed up a little too much on this occasion. Look at the umpire, and the leg umpire gives it a no ball. No ball signaled by the umpire. A big free hit coming up. Yasser courageously tossing that ball up, but this to his demise. Once again tossed up. Royalpreet tries to power it down the ground. Can only get that top edge towards that deep cover fielder, but it's very good running. They come back for a double. Big appeals from the keeper and in the field. The umpire takes it upstairs to the TV umpire. We'll have a close look at this.
ये नहीं इधर वाला रेड
That second, Veer collects cleanly. Be tight, be very tight. We have to wait for that decision from the third umpire.
That looks like a very close thing here on the offside. Good pick up.
ये नहीं इधर वाला
Throw was slightly high, but it's touch and go. It's a tough call here for the umpire. Third umpire just wants to make sure to rule that. Even not out. If there's any doubt, must go to the batter. That's close. That's close. Great work, camera work. Just another frame. I think he's made it.
ऑफ कर दिया एक बार प्रेस
Just
कर
about
दिया
makes it. Close thing, nevertheless.
Yeah, that's brilliant camera work there. Really providing us with wonderful visuals here. Brilliant stuff. I think Royalpreet with a brilliant call to come back for that second as well. I think in the midst of all this confusion, the players will take Yes, slight bit of confusion out there. Waiting as the umpires, umpires trying to sort out the decision. Waiting on a decision, I think. The umpires had initially given him out, but now seem to be calling him back. A lot of confusion out there in the middle currently. It was a very, very close call. Tough decision for the TV umpire as well. Yeah, brilliant stuff here. I think the initial decision was given out, but then the umpires made the correct call after looking at that footage carefully. He's been called back, Royal Preet, to the crease. We'll continue from where we left off.
At the end, all is well which ends well. And obviously, the benefit of the doubt going to the batter there. And right call, right decision made. He's back in the middle. Full toss. Sliced away on the offside. Good work in the deep. Will just be a single.
Yeah, another let off though from Yasser. Then we're back with the visual feed. Slight technical issue here. Possibly due to the heat. Really heating up the cameras as well. Must have been a tidy over from Yasser so far. Just a couple of singles and a dot to end that over. So at the end of 14 overs, it's Melbourne Lions 119 for a loss of 2. Dinesh Jayaruban to continue from the far end here. Rolpreet tries to power this down the ground. Can't get any bat on it. Hits him on the thigh pad. It'll be another dot to the scoreboard. He's hit 2 massive sixes and he's got a boundary under his name as well, Rolpreet. So I don't think he's going to be slowing down anytime soon. This is tossed up. Tries to sweep. Appeal by the bowler. They come through for a very quick single on that occasion. Leg by, signal by the umpire as well. Stop, courageous bowling from Dinesh. Once again, tossed up. Oh, Abdul gets a freebie. No ball signal by the umpire once again. But that's really good work there from the fielder as they come back for a double. Real loose delivery from Dinesh. Maybe the effects of the heat finally showing on these players. But a really high no ball way above the waist. And this is a free hit. We'll wait to see Abdul on strike for the free hit. Will he be able to take this? Oh, he tries to power it down the ground. It's gone straight down. Waiting on it, and he's gotten a boundary off that delivery. A brilliant shot that.
Great stuff here from Royal Preet. It looked really impressive. Nice back lift. Does hit the ball hard and right from the word go, he's shown some great intent here. Goes across the line, straight to mid wicket. They're piling up on the runs despite losing the openers. They have a formidable platform to really launch from. After this over, they've got still 5 overs remaining, so they'll be eyeing a score of 170 plus. That will be a big chase for London House Kings later on. Pitch outside leg stump. Good delivery from him. Danish, he just needs to bowl that 5th stump channel then. Yesterday we saw Imran Khan from 7th District. He was phenomenal with his left arm wrist spin, turning the ball both ways. What he did really well was the line he bowled to the right-handers. That's a good delivery. Unfortunately, the wicketkeeper makes a meal of it. It's gonna be 4 byes, rubbing salt to the wounds here. Good delivery, beaten him in flight. Had a real hike across the line. May have got a little inside edge. Tough take for the wicketkeeper. If there's any deflection, it races away. 132 for 2 after 15.
Yeah, changing the bowling attack. Tom Anstey slightly expensive in his first 2, giving away 20. But he's back into the attack to begin these death overs. 15 overs up, just 5 remaining now. He has a different job on his hand, Toman. This one is slapped down the ground by Abdul. There's protection, obviously. Long on fielder. So single taken there. Once again, delivery. Oh, tossed up. This has gone down the ground. Royal Preet. Is this a chance in the deep? Oh, no. Good effort. But that's gone all the way for another maximum. This is a brilliant shot. Waited on it. Picked the perfect length to get that elevation as well. Oh, look at that. Wow. Full flow off the bat. Not a half-hearted shot at all. He's let the bat flow through the line. Big 6. Let's see what Tomlin responds with. Ooh, a big appeal from the keeper as well. Is there an inside edge? Nah, nothing given by the umpire. Royal Preet, 33 of 22 so far. This is tossed up once again. Oh, he looks to go big down the ground. We can only get the inside half of the bat down to the long on fielder. And it's another single. Eight runs so far of the first 4 deliveries. Can they make it a big one? Abdul on strike now. Oh, short delivery. Comes inside the line of the ball and he pulls this all the way down to the fence. No chance for the fielder whatsoever. Another brilliant shot here, Abdul. Real loose delivery. And he makes the most of it. Thoman trying to maybe overcompensate for those pitched up balls. So Abdul really powers this square of the wicket. Places it really well as well. Just past that deep square leg fielder. So 2 big boundaries in the over. And 12 runs so far. It's been expensive so far from Thoman. He'll have to finish well. A wicket here could provide a solid platform, but no. Abdul plays it really well. Just opens the face of the bat down to the short third fielder, and they finish that over with a single. 13 runs coming off that, and at the end of 16, it's Melbourne Lions 145 for 2. And then change of ends for Omar Shah. 16 runs in his first 2 overs. Looking to finish off well in the death hard, but that's a low full toss on the pads. But Abdul can only find the short mid-wicket fielder. No runs taken. Yeah, Omar Shah will have to find a different strategy right now. Ball will not be swinging in the 17th over, but this one's pitched up, and Abdul looks to drive it square of the wicket. But that's brilliant work there by the short extra cover fielder. Another dot. These dots are going to be vital here for the London House Kings, as the Melbourne Lions are currently cruising along, striking at close to 9 per over. They'll be looking for that big finish. Oh, this pitched up once again inside edge onto the pads, but they do manage to come through for that quick single. Good call there for Royal Preet. Abdul feels like he's missed out on that occasion. He's frustrated out there. Just a single run from his first 3 deliveries, Omar Shah. He looked to finish this off well. Final 3 deliveries coming up, the 17th over. Now once again, sway down the leg side. The wicketkeeper Veer gets a big hand to it that stops it from going all the way down to the boundary. But that's going to be too wide. It's been the only issue for Omar Shah so far. The batsmen aren't finding it easy to face him, but those extras are allowing the Melbourne Lions to score enough runs off of him. Once again he comes in, pitched up, really low full toss, trying to search for that Yorker. This is played all the way down to that long on fielder for another single. It's been a tidy over so far for Omar. 4 runs from those first 4 deliveries. He'll have to finish off well. Will we see a bouncer soon? Oh no, this one's again pitched up. But Veer doesn't get a hand to it. Unfortunately, a bit sloppy behind the wicket. Could have been a dropped catch even if that was an inside edge. Definitely signaled by the umpire. Veer's got into a tangle there completely. Inside edge, running away all the way down to the fence, and another 4. Royal Preet Singh, streaky boundary, but he'll take it once again. Back of a length. Push towards that deep cover field as Royal Preet tries to come back for the double, and he does so easily. A good end to the over for Melbourne Lions. 6 runs of the last 2 deliveries. That brings us to the end of the 17th over, 155 for 2. Then we're back live, and the left arm seamer has been called upon. Bowled 3 overs in the power play. George Dawson gave away just 16 runs. A really good show with the new ball. They managed to swing it away from the left-hander into the right-hander, but he's got a different task in the death now. Shorter delivery. Abdul Muqsid lifts this over. Is this a chance? That's gone over him once again. That's a big maximum. A perfect way for Melbourne Lions to start the over, putting pressure on George from the first delivery as well. Abdul Muqsid, pure power behind that shot. The fielder would have thought he was in for a catch for a brief few seconds. Right then, let's see how George responds. Second delivery. Abdul Muqsid comes down the track. can only play it down along the ground towards that longer fielder. A single taken.
It's fascinating watching these youngsters go about their skills. And my sincere apologies from the production and all the broadcast to all the people around the world. There's some technical glitches. It's scorching heat out there, and some of the cameras just feeling the heat, and 40 plus Celsius here in Sharjah, JMR Sporting Club. So if you find anything not up to the mark as far as the stream is concerned, uh, it's sincere apologies to people around the world who are tuning in large numbers to watch these youngsters play. Wonderful delivery there from George, angled across. It's been a really hot day. Early summer has well and truly arrived here in UAE. Still, it takes a lot of effort. Good Yorker from all the camera crew working so hard, standing in the sun, covering this game. It's not easy. So we got to sometime give them that leeway. There's always room for that human error and technology. It's great to have that technology, but sometimes it doesn't quite work. And that's the time we just need to accept that. That's a very good shot down the ground. Will just be a single. 18 overs done, 164 for two Melbourne Lions. Hundred 64 for two after 18 overs. World Junior League 2025. Great initiative by the legend Adil Rashid. Pestle, currently one of the best leg spinners in the world. A World Cup winner for England. And he's taken this initiative to bring a tournament of such stature and getting the teams from all over the world, from United States, from Australia, from the UK, and here in the UAE as well. To get that much talent on display here in the UAE is just a different sort of platform and different sort of stage for these youngsters playing live cricket. Their families are here. The parents have traveled all the way from those countries. And there's going to be a lot of support back home as well. A lot of following in the UK, in Australia, and also in the United States as well. As we welcome all our viewers from the world. This is live broadcast of Junior Cricket League 2025 only into day 2, and we've already witnessed some outstanding cricket, some outstanding talent, and that's the objective, to give these youngsters a great platform to showcase their talent. Come back for a second. 167 for 2. Oh, good change of pace. It's going to be biased. That one just died on the wicket keeper. We have just noticed on this track, once even as a medium pacer, you roll the fingers down the seam, those slow cutters becoming very handy. It's gripping and it's bouncing at the same time. So that is something I'm sure Melbourne Lions bowlers will be keeping a close eye on, and later on when they're defending this total, they'll use those change of pace. That's been skied up in the air, but I think that has gone all the way. Tremendous blow. Right out of the meat of the bat and all the way over. Wide long on for 6. Strong base. Very good hit there from Abdul. And that went flat and hard. 19 overs done, 174 for 2. $174 for 2 Melbourne Lions. Asked to bat first. They've done a remarkable job. And good to see their number 3 and number 4 also amongst the runs, apart from the openers. Ayan Sheikh and Charlie. They've been outstanding. Royal Preet. A magnificent 42 for him. Into the last over. Launched on the ground. An excellent stroke. That may have gone for 6, yes. What a good hit. Omar Sha, fraction to full. Pumped down the ground for 6. That's a terrific blow. Coming in here from Royal Preet, who moves on to 48. What an impressive innings from the youngster. Getting his chance and he's grabbed it with both hands. Makes room. Goes up and over on the offside. Straight to backward point. Just against the runner play. He was trying to improvise and get it up over that fielder. Finds that backward point. Some reward here from Omar Sha. Once again hitting the deck hard. And it was close to him. Couldn't get that elevation. Lost his wicket, but he's played a brilliant knock. 48 of 31. 180 for 3 now. Let's have a look at that one from a different angle. He was making room, and there you see, it was just cramped up for room. Couldn't free up his arms, and that was his downfall. So just last 4 deliveries remaining, nudged away on the onside. And coming back for the second, excellent running. That's a formidable total. Age group level, if you get up to anything above 170, that is a serious total when you talk about under 14 cricket. And they batted so well. Rian comes in, plays and misses that one. Good delivery there from Omar Sha. His dad is here watching the proceedings. Omar Sha, very well known figure, the world of cricket, especially English cricket. Played over 70 ODIs, 6 test matches, 246 first class games, scoring over 16,500 runs with 4,500. So Omar Sha is absolutely stalwart of English cricket. A proud legacy to follow. Last ball from Omar Sha. That one is just gone too short fine. Will just be a single. After 20 overs, 183 for 3 after being asked to bat first. Melbourne Lions, a terrific performance coming in from them. We will dive into a short break and we will be back with the run chase of London House Kings.
Right then, hello and welcome back as we bring you the second innings of match number 6 of the World Junior League under 14, currently happening between the Melbourne Lions and the London House Kings. The Melbourne Lions put on a show with the bat earlier today, putting on 183, and they just lost 3 wickets in the allotted 10 overs. There's a man in frame, Charlie Damiano. Played really well with the bat. Unfortunately, he had to be retired out today, possibly due to the heat, maybe some muscle cramps as well. Scored 31 alongside his opening partner Ayan Sheikh as well, the top scorer of the tournament, 42 of 32. They put on a 78-run partnership to go with their 100-run partnership yesterday. Number 3 batsman Royal Preet Singh as well put on some big scores with 4 massive sixes, 48 for him of just 32 deliveries. And Abdul Muqsid and Rehan Saqib finished off the innings well. But we're back again with second innings. Veer to take strike. Again Saqib. First ball just slightly shaping away. A change in the order today. Junli Shukla promoted up the order. Come opening today, batted at around number 8, number 9 yesterday. Once again up there. A very good length. Again Rehan Saqib. Again one of the quicker bowlers in this World Junior League. Along the likes of Zakaria Afridi and Omar Shah as well. This one slightly wide outside off. Tries to swipe it across. Can only get an inside edge towards that short fine leg fielder. And Veer Pawar is off the mark. First runs on the board for the London House Kings. They're going to have to play really well if they want to chase this down. Going to have to strike close to 9.5. It's not going to be easy out there, especially with the heat. The one thing they can count on is the pitch to stay consistent throughout. Might stay a bit low on occasions, but there's not going to be any demons in this one. A flat pitch throughout. Right then, Junli Shukla to face the first delivery. Beautiful, solid punch off the front foot. Nicely middled. He does find the mid-off fielder. Another dot ball. Once again, Rehan Saqib powering it. This is driven really well towards that cover fielder. Shy at the non-striker's end, but he makes it home safe. Second run on the board, and Junli Shukla's off the mark as well. Been a good start from Rehan. I think the London House Kings batters will be looking to use this power play. Once again, fullish outside off, and that's beautifully played by Veer Pawar. Just opened the face of the bat at the last moment. He's able to guide that all the way past that deep third fielder. Look at it from this angle. He just opened that face. Watch him guide it there, caressed all the way down. No chance for that third man fielder. A good end to the over for the London House Kings. The end of one, it's 6 for no loss. Right then, a tidy over from Rehan Saqib, giving away just 6 runs. And we've got Izan Abbas, the left arm quick into the attack from the near end here at the JMR Sporting Club. Steaming in first delivery. On the pads. That's a shout from the umpire says not out. Possibly straying down leg. But encouraging signs early on for his on. Once again, a slight bit of away movement from him. Solid drive by Jun Lee, but it's been undone by brilliant work in the field. Short extra cover fielder, putting his body on the line. Able to save 4 runs on that occasion. Brilliant stuff this. 2 dots back to back from his on the bus. Once again, jogging in nice and steady. Fuller length delivery. He opens that phase of the bat. Jun Lee. Oh wow, what a shot that is. And he's up and running finally with that boundary. 5 of 5 from him so far. Just waited on that delivery. Way too wide outside of the way he opened that phase of the bat to place it past that point fielder. A brilliant shot first up. Junli Shukla in a different role today. Yesterday he was asked to finish off the innings. He did manage to hit a few boundaries, a 6 and a couple 4s as well in that innings yesterday to finish off that. Here he's at a different role, opening the innings here, trying to get his team off to a good start. Managed to flick it towards leg side, but a good bit of work by the fine leg fielder only allows them to come through for a single. Once again, penultimate delivery of the over is Anabas. Pitches it up. Veer Pawar tries to go down the ground, all along the ground there. But once again, he finds the fielder. Been the story of this innings so far. But it's still early days. Anything could happen. Be a big chase if they do manage to make it happen as well. So Veer and Junli will have to get the team off to a brilliant start. Once again, pitched up. Veer Pawar looks to hit it down the ground, and that's perfectly placed. That's exactly what he wanted, and he's got it on this occasion. A brilliant straight drive, piercing that gap straight behind the bowler. What a wonderful shot that is. Look at him. Slight shuffle, keeps his head down. Look at the head position there. So stable. Just runs his hands through the line. All the way down to a boundary. So another good end to the over for the London House Kings. 9 of that. At the end of 2 overs, it's 15 for no loss. Rian Saqib awarded with that second over. Comes back with a bang. First delivery. Beating the batsman. All ends up. Rian does like to bowl those hard lengths as well. Always keeps the batsman guessing. This one driven straight down the ground, and that's been put down. Been put down, a tough chance, especially as a bowler in your follow through. But these chances don't come easy, and it does always count as a drop catch. Low full toss, gets it straight back. Just unable to get his hands down in time. Once again, pitched up, driven straight to that mid-off fielder. Another dot ball. Once again, a decent start to the over. Rehan Saqib gave away just 6 in that first one. Given away 1 run in these first 3 deliveries. Once again, seaming in, and that's cleaned him up. Oh, that's brilliant stuff here. Tailing in nicely with the new ball, and he's got picked up a big, big wicket. Veer Pawar, the wicket-keeper batsman. Look at that. Swinging in slightly, unable to get his bat down in time. That's undone. Frustrated there, Veer, but he has to walk back, scoring just 9 of 8 deliveries, and Melbourne Lions have an early breakthrough. Look at it from another angle. The length right there in that block hole, unable to get anything on it. Beautiful stuff. 16 for 1. Once again, Rehan Saqib to finish off. Brilliant delivery. Getting that batsman forward. A brilliant line. 5th stump. Getting that batsman to play off that front foot and just beating him on the outside edge. Absolutely brilliant. This is so consistent with his lines and lengths. It's a new batsman, Manav Vasant. Walks out to the middle. Ooh, once again, a very, very sharp delivery. He's been spot on with those in-swingers, Rehan. As he ends the over brilliantly with 4 back-to-back dots and a very, very important wicket. At the end of 3 overs, it's London House Kings 16 for the loss of 1. Junli Shukla to face. He's on a bus with the ball. Oh, full phase of the bat. Straight back to the bowler though. Another dot ball added to the scoreboard. Quite a flat track out there at the JMR Sporting Club. But the bowlers sticking to their lines and lengths, not making it easy for the batsmen at all. Been brilliant so far. Quiet run rate almost touching 10 now as Junli Shukla drives us down the ground. Not enough power behind the shot. Can only get to that mid-off fielder. Another dot back to back now. Janabas has been spot on so far. Just a couple of wide deliveries in that first over, allowing the batsman to get a couple boundaries. But he's been back here. 2 dot balls. Another one driven down the ground. They're going for that single. Yes, they will. They'll scamper through for a very quick single, Junli Shukla. Another single added to the scoreboard. But it's not looking easy out there. Bowlers are making it much tougher than it looks to bat on this track. They've stayed steady. They've stayed consistent. The rewards are more than likely to come soon. Once again, in the air, that's pushed towards the onside. Past the short mid-wicket field, and this is racing away to the boundary, and yes, it does. Manav Vasant gets off the mark with a brilliant flick. Once again, off that front foot, waited on it, came forward, flicked it in the air, but in that gap, just over that mid-wicket fielder. Deep square was way too square to come around to stop that boundary. Brilliant shot there. trying to ease the pressure. They still need to be striking a close to 10 runs and over. It's an uphill task from here onwards. Manav Vasant to face once again. Once again on the front foot, driven and driven handsomely in that gap. Oh, what a wonderful shot that is. Manav, take a bow. Just absolutely waited on it and leaned into that drive. Beautiful timing there. Didn't try to power it through. I think that's why the shot worked so well. Just waited for it, judged the length so quickly. I was able to pierce that gap so effortlessly as well. Beautiful shot. Back-to-back boundaries for Manav. Last delivery from his aunt coming up. Oh, this is outside off. Tries to swipe it towards the offside. Gets beaten under the bat. So dot ball to finish the over. And at the end of 4 is London House Kings 25 for the loss of 1.
Decent start, 25 for 1 after 4 overs, but they need a solid partnership to really lay a strong foundation for that run chase. But at the same time, the problem for London House Kings, they have to go at a very good pace. The required rate is over 10 runs per over. 159 further required. 15.5 overs. That's a long way off. A little uppish on the outside half of the plate. Tumbling effort. And they get through for a single here. Abdul Muqsid continuing here. It's impressive with the bat early on. Got some useful runs. Good all-round cricketer for. Oh, genuine outside edge past the diving wicket keeper. Good work at third man. Couple of runs here. That was a good delivery. Genuine movement off the seam. Just left him. Just enough to find that outside edge. No slip there though. They need this partnership to really flourish. Another couple of runs here. He's bowling in very good areas at the moment. Just drawing the right-handers forward. Hitting those perfect areas. All he needs one delivery to just do a little extra off the seam and found that outside edge. Meanwhile, that's an excellent drive from Manav. Onto that front foot, crisply played. Such a fast outfield here. JMR Sporting Club in charge. A lovely stride, just leant into it. Misfeed covers. Annoyed with that effort, but it was a good shot, nevertheless. It's amazing when there's a partnership going. All of a sudden, batting looks to become a lot easier on the eyes. Tapped on the pads. Five overs gone, 34 for 1. 5 with that single in the sixth over. So both these batters, they'll be looking to just maybe take on one or risk, try and get a big over, the last over of the power play. So it's going to be very interesting. Nice drive on the offside. Kale into the attack. Bowled well yesterday. Tall bowler. He's got a good action as well. Short run up. Bowls it into the surface. Loose delivery down the leg side. A little fumble from the wicket keeper. It's going to be a wide as well. So a couple of bonus runs added to the total. Every run will help. It's amazing when you get one good partnership of 70, 80, and all of a sudden you can really put the pressure back on the opposition. That's a very good shot. A little bit of width and angle to work with and steered away. Little short third. Watch that angle that will tell us about better. Waiting for the ball and then finding the his toe. That's where he's got all the value. 4 runs. Full toss driven straight to mid off. 42 for 1. A decent start here to this run chase if they can keep their wickets in hand and build this partnership. We could be having a thriller, a high scoring thriller going to the wire. But for that, they're going to have to play really well. At least they need 80 or 100 from someone in the top 4. $42 for 1. London House Kings. That's another wide delivery. So a couple of wides early on and now a wide. Good over here for London House Kings. 9 of it so far. Oh, lovely delivery to finish. So close to that outside edge. 6 gone. 43 for 1. So the 6 over, the power play is done. 43 for 1. Decent progress. Long way off. 141 more required in 14 overs. Just shade over 10 runs per over. The chase is pretty much on. It's all about staying up with the rate. Good start, good delivery. Into his second over, Abdul. That was a very good ball. The length drew him almost into driving that one at the last second. Jundi Shukla leaving that one alone. Clipped away in the air. And there'll be a couple. Nice placement from Shukla. Obviously, the heat, it's going to take its toll on the players. I'm sure must have been not used to these conditions. The heat here in UAE, the summer is well and truly arrived. And it's tough. But as we approach evening time, I think it will cool down a fraction, make it a lot more comfortable for the players out there under lights. Clipped away in the air. Maybe they're missing a trick here. Have a short mid wicket in close, catching a short mid on. It's twice in this over. A ball has been hit in that area uppishly. Slight delay here. Well, all is in readiness. Or not quite. Wonder what's the problem there. Umpire still waiting. Waiting for something to be sorted out. World Junior League. What a stage for these youngsters all around the world coming here and participating in this tournament. It's a great stage to be performing and getting noticed. Getting confidence playing at the world stage. Solid in defense. Good cricket all around. Perfect delivery and perfect forward defense there from Junli Shukla. Both teams showing patience here. And I think it's the right approach, especially from the bowling unit. There's no need to really get desperate at this stage and try and look to bowl searching for wickets. It's about just bowling that perfect area and build pressure. The scoreboard pressure will eventually get to the batters if they don't allow them boundaries or quick singles. Well, there is a little bit of delay as we'll take a short break and we'll be back with live action. Nicely played through the offside as the play resumes after a short break. Punched off the back foot. 50 up here for London House Kings. After 7 overs, 50 for 1. Time for some spin and leg spin from Shan. Decent start from him. It's very important on this surface. It's about getting the ball full, not allowing the batters to camp onto that back foot. Oh, good delivery. Beats the outside edge. Flirting with danger here. No real conviction in that stroke. Just poking his bat there. You want to be playing off the back foot. Then you have to commit to the stroke here, Manav. Play that full-blooded cut shot or a punch. That was a nothing shot. Oh, what a delivery that is. So unfortunate. Desperate effort, but it races down. Fine for 4. That was a top-class wrong one. Done him through the gate. Have a look at that. Oh, so close. Perhaps that could have saved him. Even if beats the wicketkeeper. Don't think so. And neither of them read it. Great wrong one from Shan. That's good to see. So he's got that variety. Upish. Firmly played. Straight to mid-off for a single. Decent start here from Shan. Hitting good areas. He's unlucky. He could have had Manu there with that wrong one. Completely bamboozled him. Gone right through the pattern pad gap. Ah, that was it. A chance. Yes. It carried to him. That's the end of Junli Shukla. Cotton ball, Shan. That was another pretty much a soft dismissal. Nothing short from Junli. Just going with hard hands. Not sure whether he wanted to drive it or defend it. Excellent catch in the follow through. Good breakthrough here for Melbourne Lions. 2 down for 55. Timely breakthrough here for Melbourne Lions. Shan getting that breakthrough. Junli Shukla, cotton bolt. 7.5 overs, 2 down. Very important stage of the game. Oh, beautiful wrong one. It's not picking him. Top over from Young Shan. 8 gone. 55 for 2.
We're back again. New bowler comes in, straying down the leg side. Fortunately, first ball gonna be a wide. Yeah, Thomas. It's new bowler. Not the quickest of the lot, but he does try to find that line of length with a bit of a waist swing as well. And once again, look at that beautiful delivery right in that block hole. And he's picked up a massive wicket. Manav Vasant has to walk back. Brilliant, brilliant delivery that. Second delivery, Thomas Fleming strikes. And it's another timely breakthrough for the Melbourne Lions. Oh, look at that. Right under the bat. No chance at all for the batsman. Manav Vasant has to walk back. 23 of 21 for him. As London House Kings are now reeling in at 56 for the loss of 3 wickets. And once again, Thomas Fleming striking early. Oh, another top delivery. Just kicking up off the surface a little bit. Yeah, the new batsman, Arif Bimani, comes into the crease. Yeah, he has a big task on his hand at the moment. Gonna have to try and chase his target down. 11 runs per over required. And these bowlers have been on the mark from the word go. Been ever so consistent with every single delivery. Big tasker out, Arif Bimani, straying down the leg side. Thomas Fleming, second wide of the over. Another massive talent in the London House Kings side, Arif Bimani. He's a product of the Wickham House Cricket Club down in London, in the UK. He's also played for Middlesex under 13 in the county championship. So he's a very, very talented youngster. He'll be looking to put all his skills on display for the world to see currently. See if he can chase this down. Got his task cut out. It's going to be tough work for him and the rest of the London House Kings batters. But they'll be fighting hard. Once again, flicked over pitch on the leg stump. Arif Bimani flicked away. And they come back for that second comfortably. Right then, Thomas Fleming running in once again. Ah, full delivery. Trying to get that Yorker attempt once again. But Arif just manages to dig this one out. But that's another dot ball added to the scoreboard. And each and every dot ball piles up that required run rate, making it tougher and tougher for these batsmen to chase this target down. 125 required of 11 overs now. Wide outside off. Arif Bimani cuts hard. There's a mix up there. Chance at the non-striker's end. But he makes it home in time. Lucky break there. Clean up, pick up, and a better throw would have been curtains for Arif. But he lives to see another over. And at the end of 9, it's London House Kings 60 for a loss of 3. But then looks to be Shine onward to continue. Picked up the big wicket, cotton bowled of Junli Shukla in his previous over. Really loves tossing the ball up. Once again, back of a length. Push towards the offside by Arav. Short extra cover fielder can't come around quick enough to stop the single. Yeah, Shan bowled a brilliant over previously. Piled up the dots, which eventually led to the downfall of Junli Shukla. Now Riyan Parmar to face him for the first time. Oh, and that's cleaned him up. Beautiful delivery. First ball he's faced of Shan Anwar. Can't get bat on ball, and that's gone straight through the gate. Another massive wicket for him. The leg break bowler doing wonders for his team. Once again, the perfect length, enticing the batsman to come forward. Just going through with the arm between bat and pad. Another timely wicket for London. For the Melbourne Lions, London House Kings are now 61 for the loss of 4. And Riyan Parmar had to walk back, unfortunately, without troubling the scorers. A duck for him of 2 deliveries. Shan Anwar has been a shining light. Bowled brilliantly so far. Kept the batsman guessing. They haven't been able to pick him convincingly yet. He's picked up 2 wickets and given away just 2 runs. Comes in, different task now, bowling to the left-hander. Good length delivery. Isa Khan just poking at that. Unable to push it into any gap. And another dot ball. There you can see Ayan Sheikh, the captain, just running around with that orange cap on his head for being the leading run scorer of the tournament so far. Once again, pitched up. Oh, beats the outside edge. Oh, what a delivery that is. Brilliant stuff, this. Shan onward. 2 back-to-back dots after that big wicket. Comes in once again, slightly back of the land. He opts to play him on the front foot there, Isa. Can only poke it towards that short mid-wicket fielder. Again, another dot. The pressure's piling, the dots are piling. It's making the job even tougher for these batsmen. The required run rate just creeped up over that 12-run mark now. Once again, back of a length this time. Pushed down towards the long off region. The extra cover fielder comes around to keep it to just a single. Top over once again from Shan Anwar. And at the end of 10 overs, we'll take a quick drinks break. And London House Kings are 62 for a loss of 4. Then we're back really quickly after a short drinks break. We've got Thomas Fleming continuing with that ball. Rewarded with that second over. Picked up a big wicket in his first with a spot on Yorker. Didn't allow the batsman to get under it. He'll be back here. Isa Khan to face. Oh, full delivery. Isa slaps it across really powerfully. The long off fielder is there and does a convincing job of keeping it down to just a single. Just start so far, but the intent is clear from Isa. Gonna try and go after the bowlers now with that required run rate above 12. Arif Bimani to face. Once again pitched up. He drives and drives hard. That just goes past the extra cover fielder, but the long off protection is there. Wayward throw, allowing Charlie Demiano. Bit of good glove work behind the stumps. He's been exceptional for the Melbourne Lions, Charlie. Brilliant with the bat, brilliant with the gloves as well. Real powerhouse for this team. So once again, Thomas Fleming, third delivery. Oh, that's a big shot. The umpire says no. That looked to be really close. Oh wow, that looked really close. Just stayed a tad bit low. Yeah, Isa Khan trying to swipe across the line. Unable to get bat on ball there. Striking him on the back pad. The umpire judging that it was sliding down the leg side. Once again, oh, wide. Full delivery. It's too wide, and that's signaled by the umpire once again. Another extra added to the scoreboard. Thomas Fleming disappointed with himself and knows he can do much, much better than that. 3 runs so far off this over. It's been tidy stuff. Since all the Melbourne Lions have to do is keep it below the required run rate. Once again, tossed up, slow delivery, taking the pace off it. Isa Khan goes straight down the ground. So much power behind that shot. Has gone for a massive, massive 6 here at the JMR Sporting Club. Oval 2. Oh, what a brilliant shot that is. Isa Khan. Pace was taken off. He had to wait on it. Got that elevation as well brilliantly. All the way behind the side screen. Gonna take a while to fetch that ball now. What a shot that is. Look at that pace off, tossed up. And Isa just throws his hands through the line. Brilliant stroke. 6, putting Thomas under some pressure. Yeah, we're back for a quick turnaround. Took a while to fetch that ball. It's gone outside the ground there. Isa Khan striking it for a humongous 6. Yeah, Thomas Fleming opting to come over the wicket now. Slight change in plans. Push that deep cover fielder way squarer as well. And this one's pitched up on the leg stump. But he makes room, stays leg side and pushes it toward the offside. That's a quick, sharp chance. He does put in the desperate dive, Isa Khan, and makes it back home. Just opting to stay slightly leg side of the ball on this occasion. Try and open up that offside as well. He has to come once again. Thomas Fleming pitched up, slow full toss. Arav Bhimani unable to take advantage of that. They hit it only towards the short mid-wicket fielder. That's another dot. Yeah, now we have to take a longer drinks break. The dehydration coming in for all these kids out there. That brings us to the end of 11 overs. London House Kings 72 for a loss of 4. And we're back live all around the world. We're here. The World Junior League 2025. Melbourne Lions taking on the London House Kings. Been a one-sided affair so far. Melbourne Lions performing consistently. They've been clinical so far. They just have to get this job done for the second half of the second innings. Isa Khan is starting to look a little dangerous here. He's got a big maximum to his name. But Shahan Anwar has been the breakout star for the Melbourne Lions. The leg spinner. Been troubling the batsman. All ends up. Delivery pitched up. Isa Khan looking to prod it towards that leg side. Can only get it out the outer half of the bat towards a short extra cover fielder. Another dot to his name. Shahan Anwar has been brilliant. He's piled up those dots, piled up the pressure. Could he get another wicket here to turn the screws on? Oh, he hits it up in the air. This is a chance. This is a chance. Can he judge it well? Oh, and that's taken really, really well here. Long on fielder comes around. The pressure was building. Shahan Anwar. All those dots, all that pressure. The required run rate just creeping up ever so slightly. Forcing Isa Khan to go for another big shot. Yeah, back of the hand, googly from him. Isa Khan going across, trying to whip it towards the leg side. It's a really, really good job. That long on fielder. Really well, hang on. Really well judged as well. Not easy with this heat and the sun in your face. Shahan Anwar. 3 wickets, 3 runs. And he's into his third over right now. He's made a brilliant shot for him. Abdul Muqsid, the fielder. Safe hands in the deep. Beautiful stuff here. A timely breakthrough for the Melbourne Lions. 72 for a loss of 5 now. 112 still required. It's going to be a very, very tough ask. That required run rate almost touching 13 and over. And these two batsmen now are of will have to step up. Another one pitched up, tossed up, and defended with the full phase of the bat. 3 dots in a row so far. Again, slightly back of a length, pushed down towards that long on fielder. He can only take a single. That pressure continues to rise on the London House Kings. They do still have Omar Sha in the dugout. He's out there right now. He gets a chance now. He's known to strike that ball really well. But even 13 runs and over could be a tough ask. Arvind, when he comes down the track, swats this towards that long on fielder down the ground. But even he can only manage to get a single. They're going to need boundaries and they're going to need lots of them. Omar Shah has the power and the timing to back up his strokes. But he's got to stay consistent with it. Once again, tossed up. Does he look to go down? Yes, he does. But all along the ground, there's a chance for the fielder there to stop it. But he doesn't. Makes a mess of it. That ball goes on to trickle towards the boundary. And Omar Shah is up and running straight away. Third delivery. And he picks up his first boundary. Nice way to end the over for the London House Kings. Brilliant shot. Powered down the ground. Unfortunate for the fielder there. That brings us to the end of 12 overs. It's 78 for the loss of 5.
Twelve overs, done and dusted. 78 for 5, struggling London House Kings. But as long as Omar Shah out there in the middle, anything is possible. He can certainly put the pressure back on Melbourne Lions because he's an enormous talent, Omar Shah. Great striker of the ball. Lovely shot through the offside. That's glorious. 4 runs. Slightly over pitch there. Beautifully played from Omar. That's the class of this young boy. Have a look at that. Right up there. Great balance. Free flowing swing of the blade and 4 runs. Onto the pads, beautifully played. Straight to mid wicket. Will just be a single. He's a very, very impressive young talent. He's got pace with the ball as well, Omar Shah. Raw pace. Work in progress. There's a shout. He's trying to just improvise that and play towards that short third man area and just gets beaten. Nice flowing drive again. Runs are coming, but they're not coming thick and fast. That's the problem at the moment. Omar Shah on strike. Wide offside off stump. Wait, just struggling with his direction fraction in this over. He's gone hard. He's gone long. That's 6. That's the class of this young kid. Very, very special talent.
यहाँ से एक रस्सी
Why
पास
does he
करके
strike
बांध
the
दो
ball
बस
well?
हाँ
That's enormous blow. Look at the replay. Perfect balance. Great head position, hitting through the line. 13 overs gone. 92 for 5. 92 for 5 after 13 overs. Lennon House Kings. As long as Omar Sha there is a hope, a glimmer of hope. That one has been hit high and it's been dropped at deep mid wicket. Short ball from Shan.
किसने
And getting onto it quickly. That was an opportunity in the field there. They had a lot of time to settle underneath that and just misjudged that at the last second. It's gone for a boundary. Lovely strike down the ground again. Good use of the feet. $97 for 5. They didn't got off to a great start. Hence they're struggling at the moment. Loose delivery there. But he's picked out the fielder, unfortunately, who makes a meal of it and goes for another boundary. So runs are flowing here, 100 up for London House Kings, particularly Omar Sha is the man once again. He's providing the impetus,
बड्डा
providing
ये
a little bit
बड्डा
of flurry in there.
कैच भी
Just feeling the pressure in the outfield. Lovely strike in the air, and he's gone all the way for 6. Not quite out of the meat of the bat, but he's such a powerful young lad. Terrific strike here from Omar Shah. We are in for something special, especially if he stays there right till the end. What a good talent. What a prodigious talent Omar Shah is. 26 of just 8 deliveries. He's gone straight down the ground, make it another boundary. That was hit with tremendous amount of force. He's turning it on. 30 of 9. Huge over, the kind of over Lennon House Kings really was hoping for. 19 runs. It's been a top spell, but he's gone the journey in the last over. Straight away on the offside. A quick single. 20 of the over. This game is not done as yet. 72 required of the last 6. What a shot. That's amazing. Outstanding blow. Muhammad Usman has been welcomed to the bowling crease with a maximum from Omar Sha. He's brought London House Kings right back into this contest. Another terrific strike. This is entertainment of the highest order. Quality from Shah. Look at the balance at the crease. Very steady hit. An excellent base as well. And that ball disappeared out of here, so the umpire will get a replacement ball. Not sure how many replacement balls they will require, especially if Omar Shah goes the distance. And we really hope that he goes all the way deep into this innings. That will really make a very, very interesting and a tight game. 66 more required. Powerful drive. Gets it through the field. 4 more. He's now just toying with this bowling attack of Melbourne Lions, and the wheels are coming off here in the field as well. Charlie behind the stumps, wondering what to do next.
देखता हूँ कुछ होता है तो इधर बांधा तो हो जाएगा ना
That's a brilliant shot. Onto that front foot. Great transfer. Outstanding. Amazing timing again. This is unbelievable display of power hitting. At such a young age, he's showing us the ability, how good a striker of the ball Omar Sha is. 47 of 30. Just when the game was done and dusted almost, he single-handedly brought them back. Straight away on the offside. If he remains in the middle, over or so of Omar Shah, and boy, this game could be going away from Melbourne Lions. This is amazing. Outstanding blow to go to his half century of just 15 deliveries. An absolute exhibition of skill, talent, and power from this prodigious talent, Omar Shah, living up to the legacy of his great father, Omar Shah. Timing as well. All of a sudden, Melbourne Lions, Charlie behind the stumps, thinking, what is happening out there? These such of situations at all levels, a big role comes from the wicketkeeper walking up to the captain, maybe suggesting something, have a change in the field, just to break the momentum and do something different. Oh, this is outstanding. Astonishing power hitting at the JMR Sports Club as Omar Shah has gone nuts. World Junior League 2025 going in full flow. Here's Omar Shah. Another angle. Such a strong base. Outstanding batting. That leaves just 44 to get off the last 5. They become all of a sudden favorites, London House Kings. 140 for 5 after 15. brilliantly clipped away on the onside. That's the role R needs to play here to give maximum strike to Omar Sha, who's just been in red hot form. Unbelievable piece of timing from him. He's hardly put a foot wrong. Clean striking, 59 of just 16 deliveries. Powerful. Straight to mid off. Melbourne Lions, I think they got to still believe that they're one wicket away. They can remove Omar Shah or induce him to a false stroke, a brilliant piece of fielding, a great catch, or run out somewhere. A moment of inspiration can change this game for Melbourne Lions. That's the mindset required at this stage against this onslaught. And you got to be smart. Change your pace. And that was a good idea, but the execution not so right. $143 for 5. A wide delivery from Ezan and just struggling and straying onto the path. Clip fine. That's very intelligent batting. All he needs to do is just rotate strike at this stage. Leave it to Umar Shah for at least another 2 overs. Drag this innings along and then have a big go. Last 3 overs if required. But I'm sure Umar Shah can do it himself from the other end. This could be a chance. This is a huge moment. And it falls in no man's land. Boy, that was well bowled into the surface. A short ball, and Umar didn't quite get hold of that one. There was a cry of catch it, catch it. Lots of oohs and ahs. That's what happens when a top player going in the middle, whenever the ball goes in the air, the whole team wants to grab it. Smart batting from the other end. Desperate times here for Melbourne Lions. They really need to break this partnership in. It's a game of glorious uncertainties. Over the years, we have seen at all levels of cricket glorious uncertainties, things turning out from nowhere for you. You just got to hang in and you got to believe and fight hard. Just like Umar Shah did. Tremendous amount of self-belief. They were dead and buried. But he came out with intent and smashed them to all corners. 4 overs remaining, 37 to get. Nicely clipped away. Not a great start here to this over. First ball whipped away for 4. Another top shot here from Umar Shah. Onto the pass. Neatly done for 4. 33 more required. This is getting away from Melbourne Lions here. 66 of just 20 deliveries. He picks that one up in the air, just fell short of that square leg. What a great striker of the ball Omar Sha is. Absolutely brilliant. 152 for 5. Powerfully struck straight to mid wicket just for a single. Just 31 required of the last 3.3 overs. It doesn't get better than this as a viewer, but I'm sure there's going to be a lot of nerves from both the camps.
Yeah, of course, it's been remarkable stuff so far from Omar Shah. He's turning it up here, turning up the heat. He's got all these Melbourne Lions sweating. If they weren't sweating before, he's made a tough task look easy. They're striking at above 300 right now. He comes again. Oh, that's a very high no ball. Very high full toss. No ball called by the umpire. The nerves showing very, very clearly. The London House Kings gonna take every chance that they get. He's running in now. Oh, slapped across. And that's gone all the way once again. Omar Shah. He isn't stopping for no one today. What a shot that is. Once again off the free hit. Back of a length, but he stays on that front foot and lifts it over that deep mid-wicket fielder. Another brilliant shot. Just 24 required now. 3.2 overs remaining. Omar Shah has walked in and completely turned this game on its head. Wow, what incredible ball striking. Even that required run rate has come down from around 13. It's now just 7.2. It's been a wonderful, thrilling game so far. Let's watch how Rehan Saqib responds. Oh, full again. He goes down the ground, and yes, he gets another one. Omar Shah, you beauty, take a bow. This is incredible ball striking. This is absolutely phenomenal. Back-to-back sixes. Oh wow, he making it look so easy out there. This is remarkable stuff here. This is not what the Melbourne Lions were expecting, especially after he came in. Maybe it was a blessing in disguise. Once again, all the way. Oh my word. Omar Shah. What a prospect, what a man for the future. Let's watch this once again. Full in length, on the pads, and he just whipped it. You look at the bottom hand as well. All the way, one bounce, 4. This is incredible stuff here. Omar Shah, wow. 14 runs required now. And Omar Shah requires 17 for that well-awaited century. Can he get there? It's going to be a tough ask. But at the end of 17, it's London House Kings 170 for a loss of 5. It's been an absolutely incredible partnership. Arif Bimani recognizing that he has to play the anchor role today. Omar Shah took the attack to every single one of the bowlers. No one was let off. 72 runs. The last wicket fell. Isa Khan had to go. But it sure seemed to be a blessing in disguise for the London House Kings, as they've come together and put on 98 runs for that 6th wicket partnership. Izan Abbas to bowl once again. Second delivery, 2 back-to-back dots here. Brilliant stuff. But they're gonna need a miracle here. Melbourne Lions, they're gonna pull off another victory. Yeah, brilliant stuff this. One encounter we've seen so far. Sure looked to be a Melbourne Lions game. Once they came in 11 overs. It was well and truly theirs. The second half of the second innings, upishly, Arif Bimani trying to whip it, gets the outside edge and goes towards that long off fielder. But this is phenomenal stuff here. Isa Khan, the last wicket to go. Now 99 run partnership between these two. And Omar Shah scoring 83 runs out of those 99. These are phenomenal stats. You can't write this. But Omar Shah is out there writing his own place in history. Oh, shorter delivery, back of a length, but wide. Down the leg side by Zan Abbas. None of these bowlers want to be in the hitting off of Omar Shah. Anything in his range is going out of the ground. That's exactly what he's done today. Oh, look at that. Those nerves, the nerves are building. 12 runs required. Less than a run a ball. This is surely a London House Kings game. Zan Abbas once again pitched up. Omar Shah looks to drive this uppishly over that short extra cover fielder. The long off is there and there is the required protection. Only a single. So it's been a very, very good over so far from Zan Abbas. Brilliant stuff this. Now just 11 runs required. Omar Shah on 84. 23 runs off that previous over, 7 runs before that, 28 before that, 20 before that. It's been an incredible show by Omar Shah. Wow. Arif Bimani once again looking to drive it along the ground, can only find the short extra cover fielder. But this is the game of cricket, everyone. Anything can change in a split second as well. One good delivery, one wicket of Omar Shah could completely change this game around. We'll be into the tail of the London House Kings batting lineup. There's still 11 runs required. Thirteen balls remaining. Oh, slow delivery off pace. Is that a catch? Is that taken cleanly? No, it isn't. Umpire says not out. Look to be bouncing just short of the wicketkeeper, Charlie. Bimani able to read that off-pace delivery. Yeah, bounce just in front of the keeper. And that's a very, very tidy over in the context of this game. Only 3 runs given away. And at the end of 18 overs, this London House Kings are 173 for the loss of 5. Right then, this game isn't going to be slowing down anytime soon. Cale Poulsen back into the attack with a massive task on his hands. He's got to keep Omar Shah quiet. It's been impossible so far. But one good delivery could undo this fabulous innings. Ah, there it is, the pressure, the nerves. Once again, nobody wants to be in his hitting arc. Another wide. Can't afford this at all. 11 of 2 now. 1 wide, 10 of 2. Cale Poulsen. Oh, pitched up. Got the outside edge. Goes down towards that short third fielder. No run taken. Dot ball. very vital dot ball at this stage of the game. Kale Polson will need a lot more of those if the Melbourne Lions are to win. Oh, wide outside off. That's in the air once again. Oh, just over that short extra cover fielder. Did he get a hand to it? Unfortunately, there. Oh, he's gone. He is gone. Oh, brilliant recovery in the field. You can see what the celebrations mean to them. Oh, wow. Is there another twist in the tail? Just got a hand to it, but Ayan Sheikh in the deep with a brilliant throw, spot on. There once again the partnership, Charlie Damiano and Ayan Sheikh shining in this Melbourne Lions field. Another massive breakthrough. Could this be the changing point of the game? Omar Sha, regardless of whatever happens in this game, he's played a brilliant knock. 84 of just 28 deliveries. Gonna shine. One for the future for sure. London House Kings lose their 6th wicket. 175 for 5. Once again, Kale Polson with a top delivery there. Just tightening the screws ever so slightly. A massive wicket for the Melbourne Lions. Omar Shah has to walk back. All the pressure once again on Arav Bimani's shoulders. He's got to get this right and he's got to get it perfectly right for his team now. Look at all the anxious parents in the background waiting for the outcome of this game. Oh, very full delivery. Arav drives it down the ground. Ayan Sheikh comes around, keep it down to just a single. Another one. The new batsman, Thomas Anstey. Took that single off the first ball. And the London House Kings still require 8 of these last few deliveries. They have their work cut out. They've got a ring in the outside field. As Tom Nancy goes down the ground. Ayan Sheikh, clean pickup. Oh, he could have been in trouble. Oh, well done. He's called him back. Arav Bimani refusing that single. Brilliant work in the field there by Ayan Sheikh, putting that pressure on the batsmen, not allowing them to go for that single. No freebies whatsoever in the field. They've got everyone in the ring on the offside. Kale Polson, can he finish off well? Once again, pitched up. Is that gone in the gap? No, it's not. Well fielded by the point fielder. Oh, a wayward throw. Unfortunately, allows them to come through for that single. Now it's just 6 required off that last over. We're in for a thrilling finish. Don't go anywhere. London House Kings 178 for the loss of 6 wickets. Match number 6 of the World Junior League. We're in for an absolutely enthralling finish. Arv Bimani to face. Oh, he goes down the ground. Oh, the field is inside and he goes over. Pressure. What pressure? He's taken off everything off his shoulders. Just lifted it over that mid-off fielder. All the class that he's showcased so far in this innings. Coming out at the perfect time for the London House Kings. Now just requiring 2 runs of this final 5 deliveries. Nothing wrong with the delivery. But at this juncture of the game, he had to do what he had to do out of Bimani. 2 runs required. Oh, once again, he tries to go down the ground. Oh, gets that inside edge. Ayan Sheikh, the square leg fielder, does well to keep it down to a dot. 16 runs given by Abdul in his first 2 overs. 4 of that first ball and then a dot. There is pressure. 2 of 4. Oh, he looks to go down the ground. That's the game. That's it. And it's over. What a finish that is. Tom and Nancy walked out there, finished the game with such ease. 2 back-to-back boundaries to complete a magnificent turnaround for the London House Kings. Look at this. Just waited on it. Lifted it over that mid-on fielder. Absolutely brilliant ball striking. We've seen an absolutely wonderful game here, going all the way down to the wire. Melbourne Lions first up, scoring 183 from their allotted 20 overs. Brilliant opening partnership by Ayan Sheikh and Charlie Damiano. Once again, Charlie had to walk out, retired out. Maybe the effects of the heat. But Ayan Sheikh put on 42 from 32. Royal Preet Singh, the number 3 batsman, struck the ball magnificently as well. 48 of 32 for him. Abdul Maqsid, 35 of 25. Omar Sha and Yasir Minhas picking up a wicket apiece. But then came the London House Kings innings. Veer Pawar and Junli Shukla couldn't get underway for much longer than they wanted to. Veer Pawar scoring 9 of 8. Junli Shukla 16 of just 19. Manav Vasan, the number 3 batsman, struck a few beautiful boundaries, 4 boundaries for him. And he scored 23 of 21. Riyan Parmar didn't trouble the score as much, 0 of 2. Arv Bimani, the anchor in that innings, 19 of 24 with a single boundary. Isa Khan came out and struck a magnificent maximum down the ground, but it was the Omar Shah show today. 85 of 28 from him. 8 sixes, 7 boundaries, striking at above 300. But Tom Anansi scored that winning runs, 2 boundaries back to back from him. Shayan Anwar, the pick of the bowlers, 3 for 12 from his allotted 4 overs. But Mohammad Hasnain bowling that single over for 28 runs. And Ved, 1 over 14, could have cost them this game today. At the end of the day, London House Kings winning their first game of the tournament by 4 wickets. We'll dive into a short break and be back to you shortly with the post-match presentation.
वन टू साउंड चेक 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 ठीक है भाई साउंड हेलो साउंड आ रहा है भाई लकी भाई साउंड आ रहा है लकी भाई साउंड आ रहा है आए मेरी आवाज़ हेलो हेलो साउंड आ रहा है साउंड आ रहा है कब से कह रहा हूँ हेलो हेलो वन टू माइक चेक 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 बूम 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 वन टू हेलो हेलो साउंड चेक वन टू बूम 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 आ रहा है साउंड
हेलो वेलकम बैक हेलो 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 चेक चेक आ रहा है लकी भाई आवाज़ लकी भाई हेलो हेलो World Junior League and that's 14 2025 hello hello
It's time for toss. Game number 8 will be played between Houston Mavericks. They'll be taking on Inform 7 Districts. Next to me are the captains, young Teja leading Houston Mavericks. Next to him is Afridi, the captain of 7 Districts. And most importantly, we do have the services of Mr. Jaffrey, our match referee. Houston captain will flip the coin and Afridi will call. Okay. So home side is 7 Districts. So Afridi will flip and Teja will call. Heads has been called. And tails it is. जकरिया आपने टॉस जीता है क्या सोचा
या पहले बॉलिंग करेंगे बिकॉज इट्स लाइक अ बॉलिंग पिच सो आई विल बॉल फर्स्ट
और कल काफ़ी ज़बरदस्त विन रही तो कोई चेंजेस नज़र आएंगे आज या सेम 11 के साथ खेलेंगे
या ओनली वन चेंज है जकरिया विद सुलेमान ओनली वन चेंज है
और क्या मैसेज आपके कोचेस ने दिया कल काफ़ी बढ़िया मैच रहा आपका
हाँ मैसेज तो ये है कि इस मैच को इम्पोर्टेंट है इसको जीतना तो इस ये मैच बहुत इम्पोर्टेंट की चीज़ है
नो यू आर बॉलिंग फर्स्ट तो कितना टारगेट आप दिमाग में रख के चलेंगे
या वी विल स्ट्राइक देम
We're just gonna try batting more aggressive.
and what can we expect from you
Welcome to the post-match presentation of World Junior League Under 14 2025. Well, this was an absolute nail-biter, a blockbuster which went down to that last over. It was match number 6 where London House Kings winning the toss and invited Melbourne Lions to bat first, and they went on to score a decent target of 183 in the allotted 20 overs. In reply, London House Kings have chased this down in the last over, and somehow they have clinched victory by 4 wickets. Now, I think it's the right time to invite the losing captain, James Damiano from Melbourne Lions, to please come forward and have a few words. James Damiano, well, not the best of the games today. What do you think went wrong?
I thought we batted well, but then just in the field, we kind of just dropped our heads a bit. And then that probably cost us in the end, you know. We went up and about by the end, no talk in the field, and then that probably is where they slipped away and where that bloke scored all the runs.
Where do you think that the match slipped away from your hands?
Probably, well, maybe just after drinks. You know, we were a bit relaxed and we thought we had it in the bag, but then he came out and hit all those sixes, so it's probably there around like the 13th to 16th over. And that was where, yeah, we slipped.
You've already had a great start to the tournament. You've got another game, so you must be taking a lot of positives out of this game.
Yeah, we took a lot of positives, especially the batting innings. Posting 180 is a pretty good score, and well done to them to chase it down. So we'll take 180 every day of the week, and we'll just keep going everywhere tomorrow as well, and hopefully we can win that.
Well, James Damiano, hard luck for today. You were absolutely brilliant. Best of luck for the next games.
Thank you.
That was James Damiano, the captain of Melbourne Lions, sharing his insights onto this game. Now, I would like to invite the man of the moment, Rian Palmer. He's the captain of London House Kings, to have a few words. Rian, congratulations. What a thumping victory. Well, first of all, tell us, how do you feel after this victory?
Yeah, I think the team feels good, much better than yesterday. Got off to a rocky start, but now we're back up, energy's up, and yeah.
72 for 5 at one stage. What was going in your mind?
Oh no, out the tournament.
Well, you have done exceptionally well. Best luck for the next game.
Thank you.
That was the captain, Rian Palmer. And now comes the big one. It's the player of the match, and for that I would like to invite a very special guest here. It is the legendary Omar Sha to please step forward. It's an absolute privilege and honor to have Omar Sha with us. Thank you. And he is going to be handing over the player of the match, and I think we're not going to have any surprises with this one. It has to go to one and only Omar Sha. 85 runs, 28 deliveries, 7 fours and 8 sixes. Absolutely magnificent knock, unbelievable, and somehow he's taken his team over the line and they've won this game comprehensively. Omar Sha, congratulations, you were absolutely unbelievable. I'll have to ask you this question first. How do you feel?
I feel very good, yeah.
You came at number 7 position. What was going through your mind, because your team was struggling at one point, but you came in and you completely turned the table around?
Yeah, it felt really good, yeah.
Well done. And last question, how much did you enjoy the outing?
Yeah, it was good, yeah.
Well done. Best of luck and congratulations once again. Well, that was Omar Sha with his blistering knock. Unbelievable performance. We are done and dusted for the post-match presentation, but don't go anywhere. We've got another exciting couple of games lined up. Until then, stay tuned and God bless.